who is some 20 years old and continues to teach me that I can only love him on his terms. Nothing else is available. You see? Now, I can control him. I can try. I can move things around. I can feed him at the times I want to. I can not let him out to make him be closer to me. There's all things I can do to manage him. But I can only love him on his terms. Nothing else is available. Now, when I conform to that reality, now affairs are controlled. Because what is my outcome? Love. As it is available. Somebody asked me to repeat the example of the story of the boss that I had a very difficult time with, and everybody around me had a very difficult time with, and nobody could stand him, and he was mean and yelled at everybody, and I didn't like him either. And I felt embarrassed because I was in practitioner training and I was supposed to be all holy and things, and I really couldn't like him. And so I went to a practitioner and said, what should I do? And she said, well, the beginning is to start telling a different story. See, inside. Forget about what he should do and how he should be. Start telling a different story. And I said, I can't. I don't want to. I don't like him. She said, start with something objective that you can handle. I said, like what? She said, well, does he dress well? I said, yes. She said, all right, start with his shoes. Seriously, and so that's what I did. I started every time I met him, regardless what happened, I would say, my word, those are excellent shoes in my mind. Goodness gracious, those are fabulous shoes. And I carried on that way, and it kind of just, I lost interest a little bit, but something shifted, and that was wonderful until somebody said to me, what is it about you that he doesn't yell at you? And I stopped to look at things, and goodness me, something shifted. I hadn't even become aware of it, Now, I must admit, up until then, I did try other techniques on him. Defiance, indignation, boundaries, all the strategies for survival that give to us what they are capable of. But inner shift, that's prayer, So that's what he's saying we will prove. He says we should be careful to distinguish between daydreaming and wistful wishing. Distinguish that from this prayer work, which is really dynamic, powerful, organized thinking. There's a soberness in prayer, an organization. There's a feeling of deepness, And now he's going to add to it. We've got innocent, quiet, and serene, neither obsessed or owned by outcome, accepting the immanence of God. And then now he adds to it, when we treat, we do not wish, we know. We do not dream, we state. We do not hope, we accept. We do not pray, we announce. We do not expect something is going to happen. We have it in us that it is already so. So he's adding to now knowing, stating, accepting, announcing. These are attitudes of being. Attitudes of being. It's mindful. It's not whimsical. It's not scattered. There's a consideration. I mean, prayer is dare I say, a holy thing. He says we should think clearly and allow the image of our thought to sink into us. We do not crowd the thoughts down. We let them sink into this inner receptivity with power and conviction. See, there's another clue. Letting versus pushing. Quite natural, letting the thought in. I was thinking about this, and I was watering a plant in my bathroom. I put too much soil in the pot. I'm still in a hurry for it to grow, though. But when I water it, I can't hurry, because now the water just rolls over the side, so I have to stand very mindfully and put a little water. And I guess I could adjust the potting soil, but no. I see it as a metaphor. I pour a little bit, and then the water sinks, and so I must be present for the amount of time it takes. I thought, this is prayer. You can't just throw buckets of water in and stir up enough feeling and then think you've done something. I mean, maybe you have, but it's more like there's a mindfulness and you're letting it sink in. He says there is a vast difference between holding thoughts and having something in your thought. One is the attempt at an impossible coercion, and the other is acceptance. To hold thoughts as though we were forcing issues does no good and utilizes but a fraction of the creative power at our disposal. To have something in our thought, on the other hand, it's as though we were letting something happen. And that is to use great power, the greatest power of all. To let something happen. Where? In me. And what's in me? The initiating parent power of the universe. More next week. We pray now. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is everywhere present. There's really only one mind. It is the mind of God, perfect, everywhere present. It is my life right now.